So Miller indices of directions. In the previous class, have we gone through this thing, Miller indices for directions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay, fine. So we have for indexing the directions, there are certain steps. One was to initially what we have to do, we have to gone through, we have to choose a particular direction, and in that particular direction we have to choose our origin, right? That was the initial rule. Then after pointing the origin, we have to choose a particular coordinate system, that is x-axis, y and z. Okay, and from that coordinates we have to point out the direction in terms of their lattice parameters. After getting that, we have to reduce the coordinates to smallest integer, right? So we have to reduce the integer into smallest value, either by multiplying it with some common factor or dividing it with some common factor, right? Then after that, we will get the respective values on the particular axis A, B, and C, or the edges or with the A, B, and C vectors, and that particular value is put into a square bracket. So square bracket is basically represent the Miller indices of a directions. Okay, and the important thing is that in particular this Miller indices of directions, we have freedom to choice our origin. Okay, so this freedom of choice is basically exist in the crystallographic coordinate system. Okay, so we are basically free to choose the origin anywhere as per our wish. Okay, so if we want to choose this as our origin, also this also we can do like this. Okay, so suppose we have certain examples. So what we have seen here, by choosing the particular direction, we can identify the Miller indices. Okay, so suppose we have chosen this as our origin, we have identified this particular direction, and this is our origin with their coordinates x, y, and z axis, right? So here it will, as it is moving in the positive direction, that is 1a, right? Then it is parallel with the respective planes, respective axis, right? So it will be 0 plus 0c. Okay, so the values are 1, 0, 0, right? Which we have seen in the last class. Okay, so according to this, we can measure the particular directions using the Miller indices. Okay, so next we will see the certain examples like this. So this is certain plane, sorry, crystal. Okay, so this is our respective crystal, like this one. Okay, and from this, or from given here in this, what we have observed, we can initially mark the direction, and from that particular direction we can identify or specify the particular Miller indices of this particular direction, right? If suppose the Miller indices is given and we have to mark the specific direction. Okay, so here suppose the Miller indices is given and we have to mark the direction in a particular crystal structure. Okay, so initially what is the rule? First of all, we have to choose the origin. Okay, so suppose we have considered this as our origin, that this is our origin. Okay, for this the different coordinates x, y, and z. Okay, so these are the x, y, and z coordinates. Okay, so suppose if we want to mark, we have given this 101 as our indexes, formula indexes. Okay, and we have to mark the particular direction. Okay, so here 101 means x, y, z here, so it will move positive direction, right? So here it will move to this direction. Okay, so suppose it will move from this to this. Okay, then y is 0, so it will remain here. And z is again, it will move to one place to z axis, for z axis. Okay, so suppose it will move from this to this. Okay, so from origin we'll mark this as our direction. Okay, so for this direction the Miller indices is 101, right? Similarly, if you want to mark 010, similar way, 0 from this to this and again 0, so it will remain here only. So this is the basic direction for 010 Miller indices. Okay, so this is the positive side, this is the also positive side, 010 1100 110 in the similar way, 010 111 111. Okay, suppose we have some negative value like this, 1 bar 0 0. Okay, 1 bar 0 0. So 1 bar 0 0 means x-axis with a vector in the negative direction, right? Minus 1a. Okay, and this is 0b and 0c. Fine. So what, according to the different steps or the rules for Miller indices of direction, we have seen that what is the rule? Rule is that we have to mark our origin in that particular direction, right? So here we mark minus 1. So here you can see if we mark this as our origin, so this is the positive direction, right? And this is the positive direction. So we cannot use this as our origin, right? And the rest of the values are 0 and 0. Okay. So for this negative direction, we have to choose a origin so that we can move our x-axis in the negative directions. Okay. Either the x-axis, y-axis or z-axis. So we will shift our origin to some other place. And as you know, we origin as per our requirement. Okay, so we will shift our origin to another point. Okay, so by shifting the origin from this to this, so we will consider this as our origin. So here this will be x-axis, this will be y, and this will be our z. Okay, so here the given Miller indices is 1 bar 0 0, minus 1a, 0b and 0c, right? So minus 1 means this side is the positive and this side will be the negative side for x-axis. Okay, so here from this origin it will move to this direction, that will be the negative direction. So here, according to this given Miller indices, this is minus 1, right? And the rest of the values for y and z is 0. Okay, so it will remain here only. So from this to this is the basic direction for this particular Miller indices, that is minus 1 0 0. Okay, so this is marked as green. You can see here the green direction with the given Miller indices. Okay, similarly, if we want to mark this negative side, that is minus 1 1 1. Okay, means minus 1a, 1a and 1b and 1c. Okay, so this is our choice of origin, right? This is the positive side, so this will be the negative side, right? So it will move from this to this. Okay, for minus 1, this is the minus 1 direction for the x-axis, minus side for the x-axis, right? Plus 1 for y. Okay, so it will move from this side. Okay, this side, this is the plus 1, this plus 1 for the y, and z. Okay, so z will move from this to this. Okay, so here ends our points. So from origin to this side, this is the direction for minus 1 1 1. Okay, so these are the some of the examples for negative coordinates, either -1, 1, 1, minus means bar 1, or 1, 1 bar 1, 1, 0, 1 bar, like way. Okay. So we have seen some of the examples either on the positive side or in the negative side, right? So we have certain examples with the remaining directions for individual Miller indices. Okay, either 101, 100, 010, 011, 001. Okay, so we have seen some of the examples in the positive side, some of the examples of the negative side, and some of the examples. Suppose having the integer greater than 1. Okay, like 200. Suppose we have a Miller indices which is given as 200. Okay, means that is the positive integer which is greater than 1. Okay, Miller indices as 200. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to make it a remove the 2 from the common that given indices, so it will come 100, right? So this value we have to mark in this particular crystal structure. Okay, so suppose we are considering our origin, this is our origin, right? So what we have to do, we will mark our 200 direction in this particular crystal structure. Okay, so this is our origin, this side is our x-axis, right? This is our y and this is our z. So 100 means this to this side, right? And rest of the values are 0, so it will remain here only. So the direction for 100 Miller indices is this, from this to this. So here you can see it is also 100 and 200, similar way in the 300, because they have the same parallel lines. Okay, same values. Okay, so similar way, either a 020, for example 020. Okay, so we will 010. So we have to mark 010. So we have marked 010 here. So that will be the same thing for the 2020 indices. Okay, so same direction. Fine. Suppose it has 012. Okay, 012. Or I can say 102. Okay, so suppose for example we will take as 102. Okay, so what we have to do, sorry, we are removing the 2, so it will come 1 half 0 and 1. Okay, so suppose this is our origin, half position for x-axis. Okay, so it will move from this side, this position. Okay, so this will be the half, right? This, then again 0, so it will remain here only. Then after that it has to move one position for z axis. Okay, so it will move to this side. Okay, so it will come this side. So this will be our particular direction for this. Here it will intersect in this position, right? So this will be our, the value was where it is written, yeah, 102. 102. Fine. In the similar way, if we move towards any other direction, either in the positive side or a negative side or an integer greater than 2. Okay. So we have to keep on mind the exact position of the origin. So the origin should lie on the particular our coordinate systems, either x, y, and z system with the respective directions. And by the given direction, we can measure our specify our Miller indices, or if the Miller indices is given, we can specify our particular direction in any crystal structure. Okay, so these are the some of the examples, different directions. Okay, so from the main thing is that we have to mark our origin initially, then we have to mark our coordinate system, then we have to measure the values of particular lattice parameters A, B, and C. Then we have to make or reduce that particular coordinates or the integers into a smallest value, right? By either by multiplying or dividing it with common factor. Then after that, we'll get the smallest integer, and that particular integer is kept into certain parentheses or in the square bracket specifically for directions. Okay, so this is the Miller indices of different directions if the direction is given or if the Miller index is given. Okay, we can mark a particular direction or we can specify the particular indexing. We can do the particular indexing of given direction also. Okay, so these are the some of the examples. Next, we will move towards the Miller indices of planes. Okay, so for specifically for planes also there are certain steps that we should keep on mind during indexing the planes of any crystal structure. Okay, so here what we have seen, we are free to choose the direction. Sorry, we are free to choose the particular uh, origin, right? We are free to choose the origin of a particular crystal structure in a particular crystal structure. Okay. So, there are certain steps that we should keep on mind during indexing the planes. So suppose this is the particular structure. This is the particular crystal structure. Okay. So here there are certain steps. So number one is to select a crystallographic coordinate system with origin that should not lie on the plane. Okay, means the origin should not lie on a specific plane. Okay, so here it's a cube. Okay, which a unit cell which can have a plane which can be shown by using this triangle. Okay, suppose. Okay, and this is our respective coordinates x, y, and z. Okay, so what we are doing, we are considering a crystal structure and we have to mark a certain plane. Okay, and according to the first step, that is select a crystallographic coordinate system with origin that should not lie on the particular plane which we are considering. Okay, so here our origin is suppose O. This is our origin and this is our plane. This particular triangle is our plane. Okay, so the origin which we have selected is on the back corner of this particular crystal structure, right? And the plane which we are considering is on the front face. Getting or not, right? So here this is our specific triangle in which we have to mark our Miller indices of this particular plane. Okay, so here we are considering a cube in which we have marked a plane with a certain origin. Okay, and according to the first rule, we cannot mark our origin on the particular plane which we are considering, right? So for measuring the intercept, the second thing is that we have to find the intercept along the axis in terms of their respective lattice parameters. Lattice parameters means their respective vectors, either on the A, B, or C vectors, right? Like their edges. Okay, so what we are doing, we have to find the intercept along the axis, along the x-axis, along the y-axis, and along the z-axis. So here, from this side, so here our vectors or our intercept will be where it is intersecting like this side. Okay, so this point which we are considering our origin is intersecting this particular x axis in this particular point, right? So it will move as 1a, 1 times of a, right? While it is intersecting the second for this side. Okay, so it will be 1 times of b. Okay, so what we are doing, we are considering a particular triangle as our plane, and we have chosen our origin on the other side of the whole crystal structure. Okay, and in that particular plane which we are considering, we have to find out our intercept. Okay, so here you can see from O, which is our origin, for the direction which is lying on the particular direction which is chosen as our plane, is intersecting in this particular x-axis. Okay, in the similar way, y-axis, in the similar way for the z-axis. Okay, so this is the our next step where we have to find our origin. Now we have to find the particular intercept. Okay, so by taking the intercept, that is we have selected as a 3 intercept as 1. Okay, so we have 1a plus 1b plus 1c. Okay, means 1 1 1. The next step is to take the reciprocal of the integer. So this is the integers, the reciprocal will be again 1 1 1. Then we, according to the next step, what we have to do, we have to convert it into smallest integer. Okay, so already this particular
मैम यू आर नॉट ऑडिबल.
मैम आपकी बात नहीं आ रही.
the fourth step here for this particular condition, the Miller indices is 1 1 1. Okay,
मैम वॉइस लेग
so
Please repeat.
here okay, fine. So what we have seen in this particular Miller indices of planes, that there are certain steps. So initially, first step is to select a particular crystallographic coordinate system with origin, and the most important rule is that we should not consider our origin in the chosen plane or in the given plane. Okay, so suppose we are considering this plane that is in the triangular shape, that is this triangle as our plane, and we have chosen our origin on the back side of the crystal. Okay, not on the front side, because the front side is our plane, that is this triangular plane, right? So first step is we have to consider our origin, and that particular origin should not lie on the particular plane which we are considering. Okay, the next step is that we have to find out the intercept along the particular axis in terms of their respective lattice parameters, means their a, b and c values. Okay, so after considering this particular triangle, we have to move our position from this origin. Okay, so as we are moving in this direction, it will come as a 1a because it is intersecting this side, right, on this particular plane. Then similarly for this for the y-axis, similarly for this z-axis. So the values are 1a plus 1 times of b plus 1 times of c. Okay, so from this we are getting the integers as 1 1 1. Then according to the next step, we have to take the reciprocals of measured integers, right? So as it is the value is 1 1 1, the reciprocal will be also 1 1 1, right? The next step is to convert to smallest integer in the same ratio. So here the 1 1 1 is already in the smallest value, so no need to convert into any smallest integer or multiplying by some of the common factors, right? The next step is to enclose in parentheses. So we are using specifically for planes the round bracket. Okay, so for this particular plane, that is the triangular plane, the Miller indices is 1, 1, 1. Okay, right? So there are certain steps which we have to keep on mind during indexing of any plane of any crystal structure. Okay, so here the plane, that is this triangular plane, for this specifically triangular plane, the Miller indices is 1, 1, 1. Okay, and that should be written in this round bracket. Okay, next is we will take another example. Like, wait, na. So next will our example, as if we are considering another example. So we will draw the certain crystal structure like this. Structure is visible. Just wait, no, I will. Okay, so we have, suppose we have considered another example, we will take the another example for this particular planes, for example, like this. Okay, so this will be our x-axis, this will be our y-axis, and this will be our z-axis. Okay, so we have to index a certain plane, so that initially, according to the different steps, we have to mark origin. That origin should not lie on the plane. So suppose we are considering a plane as this: A, B, C, and D. Okay, so this is our plane, particular plane, this, this. Okay, so here our origin is this. This is our origin. This is on the direction of x, this on the direction of y, and this on the direction of z. Okay, so according to the steps for Miller indices of planes, number one step is we have to select the origin, and that particular origin should not lie on the plane which we are considering. Okay, so suppose we have considered this as our origin, right? This is our origin with planes for A, B, and C, A, B, C, D. So our plane is A, B, C, D, and our origin is this. Okay, and according to this origin, we have marked this as our x-axis, this is our y, and this is our z respectively. Okay, so we have marked our origin with the given plane, that is A, B, C, D. Now, what we have to do, we have to index this particular plane, right? That is A, B, C, D plane. Okay, and here you can see that our origin is not lying on that particular plane. Okay, so our plane is A, B, C, D, and our origin is lying on the back side of our crystal structure. Okay, back side of our plane. Okay, so here one plane is intersecting the given plane as a axis, while the other two axes are parallel, right? So intercept, which we have to consider, we have to measure according to this rule. The second rule or the second step is we have to find the integers along the particular axis. So here is our origin with particular x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, and the considered plane is A, B, C, D. Fine. So from this origin, we have to measure or we have to find the intercept. Okay, the intercept on the direction of x, the intercept on the direction of y, and the intercept on the direction of z. Right? So this is x, y, and z. So we have to measure or we have to find out our intercept on this particular from this particular origin. Okay. So from this origin, we have to move for the x-axis from this point to this. So here you can see it is intersecting the x-axis in this particular position, right? So here the value will be 1, okay? In suppose this is A, B and C, right? So here the value will be 1A. Fine. Then what we have to do, we have to move our y-axis. Okay, so here you can see if it is moving from this to this side, right? So this is parallel to the given axis. Okay, so if the given axis is parallel, okay, with the particular plane, then the value of intercept will be infinity, because here you can see this is parallel in the y direction and this side is also parallel. So these two parallel lines will meet at certain infinite position, right? Similarly, if we will consider the z-axis, so here you can see the z-axis is like this. Okay, so from here, from this point to this point. Okay, so here also the z-axis, given z-axis is basically parallel to this particular plane, right? For this particular given A, B, C, D plane, right? So the values, if two axes they are parallel to each other, means they are infinite position to meet to each other, right? So here the z value will be also infinite. Okay, so we have to take, we have measured our intercept as 1a, infinity b times of b, and infinite times for z-axis. Okay, so here the values or the intercepts are 1, 1, infinity and infinity. So according to the next steps, we have to take the reciprocal of the given or the measured integers. Okay, so the reciprocal of this three values or the measured integers will be 1, reciprocal of any infinity will be 0, and this 0, right? So next step is we have to reduce into a smallest integer. So already this value is very small, right? So the particular integer will be 1, 0, 0. Okay, so we have to put this particular integer into a parenthesis, and for specifically for planes, we have to keep it as round brackets. Okay, so this is the Miller indices of particular plane, that is ABCD. So for ABCD planes, the Miller indices is 1, 0, 0. Fine. So 0 will represent that the plane is parallel to the corresponding axis, because it will meet at some infinite position. Okay, so if the plane is
There is a lag in your voice.
Voice lag.
You are not
Voice lag,
audible.
ma'am. There is lag in your voice.
मैम म्यूट हो गई हैं। मैम नेट इशू ज़्यादा है लग रहा है आपका।
shit. Okay, so the slides are visible.
No, ma'am.
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, black screen only.
Okay. Now the slides are visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So I think this is clear about the Miller indices of planes, how there are the certain steps, and with examples.
सुन ये वाला
ये
नहीं
जब
clear
मैं बता
हुआ
रही थी तो वॉइस आ रही थी कि नहीं आ रही थी आप लोगों को?
नहीं
आवाज
मैम
आ रही
इसमें
थी
लैग हो
मेरी?
रहा था
लैग हो
नहीं
रहा
आ
था?
रही थी।
Yes, ma'am.
यस मैम बहुत
लैग हो रहा
Black
था मैम
glitch हो रही थी.
समझ नहीं आया
वॉइस लैग।
Okay, so we have considered one of the unit cell, right? And we have to mark a given origin, right? We have to mark a given origin, or we have to mark a origin in a particular position. Fine. So this is our unit cell or the crystal with origin with certain coordinates or the axis, x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Okay, and we have to index the plane that is A, B, C, D. Okay, so the A, B, C, D plane. So according to the rule, initially the first rule is to choose the origin, and that particular origin should not lie on the particular considered plane. Okay, so our plane is on the front side, that is A, B, C, D, and we have marked our origin on the back side of the unit cell. Okay, so this is our origin, this is our origin, this is our origin, and this is our plane. Okay, so what we have to do according to the rules for Miller indices of a plane, that we have to find the intercept. Okay, that is on the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis with certain vectors, a vector, b vector and c vectors. Okay, so here you can see if we will move from this origin to in the direction of x. Okay, so it will come as 1a, right? 1 times of a for this particular x direction or the x-axis. Okay, then if we move for z, y. Okay, so here you can see it is parallel. It is parallel with this particular plane with the particular axis, y-axis. Okay, so these two parallel axes will meet at certain infinite position. Okay, because they are parallel with each other. Okay, so here the parallel, as the y or the particular plane is direction or the axis of a plane is parallel with each other, so it will meet at certain infinite position. So the value of y axis or the intercept will be infinity. In the similar way, if we consider the z axis, so here from here to here for this particular plane is the parallel axis. Okay, so again it will come as infinity. Okay, because they will meet at certain infinite position. Okay, so here for x-axis it is intersecting at this particular position, so 1a and infinite times of b and infinite times for c, that is for the z-axis. So the next thing is that 1, infinity and infinity is the integers which we have obtained from this particular in the particular plane, right? The next step for planes is we have to take the reciprocals of the obtained integers. Okay, so the obtained integer is 1, infinity and infinity, so the reciprocal will be 1, 0, 0. Okay, so and the next step is we have to take or we have to reduce the particular integers into smallest fraction or the smallest values. So already this integer intercepts are in the smallest value, right? That is 1, 0, 0. So this is the particular Miller indices of this particular plane, that is A, B, C, D, and that particular Miller indices is put into a square, round bracket. Okay, so the plane for Miller indices for A, B, C, D plane is 1, 0, 0. Fine. So next, if we consider okay. So suppose the next, if we introduce another plane in the same unit cell, okay, what we have to do, we have to introduce the same another plane in the same crystal structure or in the same unit cell. Okay, so this time if we will consider, this is our A, B and C, A, B, C, D plane, which is having the Miller indices as 1, 0, 0. Okay, now we will take the another example for different plane but in the same unit cell. Suppose the plane will be this. Okay, this plane. The plane is OCBE. Okay, so what we are doing, we are considering another plane in the same unit cell. Okay, so OCB. Okay, so then what we have to do, we have to choose our origin, and the first rule is that while choosing the origin, it should not lie on the considered plane. So here you can see, if we are considered this particular plane OCBE. Okay, so our origin is coming on this particular plane, right? So we cannot take this point as our origin because it is coming on the particular considered plane. And according to the steps or according to the rule for coordinate system, for Miller indexing of planes, the first rule is that we should not consider our origin in the particular plane, right? So we have to choose a different position or the point for this particular plane, that is OCBE. Okay, while we have considered this as our origin for this particular plane, that is ABCD. Okay, why? Because here the origin is not lying on the particular plane. While if we are considering OCBE as our plane, so the origin is coming on this particular plane. Okay, so for this we have to choose a different position. Okay, so I will take my origin as another corner that should not passing through the particular plane or which is not lying on this particular OCBE plane. Okay, so I will shift my origin to this particular corner like this. Suppose from this to this. Okay, so this is our next origin as O star. Right? So this will be our Y star. This side will be our X star and this will be our Z star. Okay. So what we are doing, we are shifting our position of our origin to the another corner, right? So I will keep on mind that the axis should be parallel, right? So here you can see from this point to this is the same axis. The axes are parallel either for the origin O or either for the origin O star, right? So O and O star positions of the different origins, they are parallel with the different axis, either on the X axis, Y axis or Z axis. Okay, so basically we are free to choose the origin anywhere, right? So we have considered or we have chosen our X axis, our origin in this particular position for this plane, that is OCBE. Okay, so in our X axis, which is parallel to the X star is parallel to the X, Y star is parallel to the Y, while the Z star is parallel to the Z. Okay, because we have to relate the particular Miller indices of this new plane with our original plane, that is ABCD. Okay, so now the next step is we have to find the intercept for this particular plane, that is OCBE. Okay, right? So if it is moving from one position in the x direction, okay, if I want to relate with this particular A, B, C, D, so the intercept now on the x axis is 1. The intercept for x, y, z, or we can call it x star, y star, or z star. Okay, so here if it is moving from this to this position, so it is intersecting here for this particular OCBE plane. So it is 1 times of A, or similar simple 1. Okay. Now on the y-axis, if we move in the positive direction, then there is no intercept which is getting to on the particular y-axis. Okay. So here for y-axis, if it is moving from this side, right, this side, this side, because this is our origin, so this is our positive side and this will be our negative side. So y will be -1. Fine. Then third is Z star. So if we consider the Z star, so it is moving in the parallel side with this particular Z star. Okay. So if the two planes are parallel, so they will meet at certain infinite position. So the value for Z will be infinity. Okay. So the values or the intercept are 1, -1 and infinity. The next step is that we have to get the reciprocal of this particular intercept, that is 1, -1 and 0, right? So the Miller indices will be 1, 1 bar 0, and that should be written in the particular circular round bracket, not circle, the round bracket. Okay, so for plane OCBE, the Miller indices is 1, 1 bar 0.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay, so the Miller indices of a plane will specify only its orientation in space, not its particular position. Okay, and for the all parallel planes, they have the same Miller indices. Okay, for example, this 110, 100, 200, or 300, or 400.
Ma'am, Y star wala, please.
Okay, so the Miller indices of a plane specify only its orientation in space, not its particular position.
मैम वाई स्टार रिपीट कर दीजिए.
क्या कह रहे हो आदित्य?
मैम वाई स्टार वाला समझ में नहीं आया.
अच्छा वाई स्टार, अच्छा वाई स्टार समझ में नहीं आया.
यस मैम.
Okay, so we are considering this is our origin, right? So this will be x on the positive side, right? And this will be our y on the positive side, and this will be z. Okay, so we have to consider, we are considering our plane, that is OCBE. Okay, for this, from this origin, it will move in the positive direction for this plane, right? So for this particular plane, that is OCBE, it is intersecting at this position. Wait ना, मैं ये रब करती हूँ फिर. So this is our new origin, O star. So this is X star, this is Y star, and this is Z star. Fine. So for considering this particular plane, that is OCBE. Okay. So from this origin, it will move to this direction, right? So this is 1A. Then in the y direction, in the y side, so this will move for this side. Okay, so this is positive, so opposite of this origin, it will be a negative side. So the value for y will be -1, right? Because it is intersecting this side, we have to move in the opposite direction. Okay, so we consider y-axis as -1, right? Okay, then in the z, so z it will move for this side. So for here you can see both the positions, they are parallel. Okay, so if it is parallel, then the intercept will be infinity. Okay, so z is coming as an infinity. So 1 minus 1 infinity, reciprocal 1 minus 1 0. So this is our particular indices, Miller indices, that is 1 1 bar 0 for this particular plane, that is OCBE. Because we are free to choose the position of the origin, and according to that we have to consider our particular plane and the respective axis. Okay, so we are moving on the x-axis. Okay, x-axis में हमने मूव किया तो हमने देखा कि पॉजिटिव साइड मूव हो रहा है, y एक्सिस हमें देख रहे हैं, अगर y एक्सिस के थ्रू मूव कर रहा है तो इट विल कमिंग इन द नेगेटिव साइड ऑफ द पर्टिकुलर प्लेन or the axis. Then in the z direction, if we are moving from y to z, so it is coming in the parallel position. Okay, so parallel will be the obviously two axes. If they are parallel, they will meet at certain infinite position. So according to that, it is infinity. Okay, so 1 minus 1 0 1 1 bar 0. So that is the Miller indices for this particular plane, that is OCBE.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, firstly we started from O star to X star, right? Thereafter we written down it as 1A. Thereafter we went to the left side and ma'am मेरे को ये
So here you can see this plane and this is parallel, right? This considered plane. Okay, so what we have done, we have to choose. देखो मैं फिर से बता रही हूँ. Okay, basic thing is that we are free to choose the origin anywhere. So for this plane we have shifted our position of origin as O star. Okay, so for x-axis is parallel to x, x star is parallel to x, y star is parallel to y, and z star is parallel to z, right? So we have to find our intercept. So for x-axis the intercept will be 1 because it is intersecting at this particular position from this to this in the C. Okay, while on the y-axis, if I move in the positive direction, अगर हम इस तरफ move करते तो there is no intercept, right? Which is not intersecting. There is no intercept to get the intercept on the y-axis. Okay, so we have to move in the negative direction. Okay, so I have a negative, we have a negative intercept in the y-axis, that is this direction. Okay, because if we move in another direction, there is no intercept, right? So we are moving in the negative direction for the y-axis, and the plane is still parallel to the z-axis. So the third intercept will be infinity. Okay, while on the y direction it is negative side, it is moving in the negative side, so -1 is the intercept. Because in the positive side we don't have any intercept, so that it will intersect at certain position. But here, if we are moving in the negative direction of y star, we can see it is intersecting at this position, right?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you,
That is
ma'am.
why it is coming as -1. This is 1, and for z is 0 because both the lines are parallel. Okay, the plane is parallel to the z axis, right? This plane is parallel to the z axis in the position of the z axis. So parallel means it is infinity. So according to that, one is x is positive, y we are moving in the negative direction, so -1, Z is infinity. So according to that, the plane for OCB is having a Miller indices as 1, 1 bar 0. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Clear or not?
Clear, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, fine. So we'll continue in the next class. Just write down your